Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. I am at you with a very new video today. It's not makeup like usual videos. Today is a tips video. Now I do get a lot of questions like, what camera do I use? What lighting do I use? How to start a YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna give you 5 tips for starting a YouTube channel. Now these 5 tips are kind of general, so it's not just to start a beauty channel. If you wanted to start maybe a vlogging channel, a travel channel, a cooking channel, any form of channel, these tips will still work for you. So my first tip to starting a YouTube channel is you need a good camera. Invest in a good camera. I know they are very pricey, but if you want to do YouTube properly, a good camera, a good quality is the only way to go. Just imagine yourself as a normal scroller through YouTube and you see a good quality video versus a bad quality video. Which one would you watch? Exactly. So you want to make sure that you are that top quality video that everybody wants to watch, wants to click on. So I know most cameras start from about £300 to maybe £600 for a Canon. I know it's a lot of money, but if you do research, you may be able to find something where you can pay monthly. I paid monthly for mine. It's now paid off and it's mine finally. Yeah, so you may want to pay monthly. Very do pay monthly. Very.co.uk if you're in the UK. I'm not sure about USA what their monthly plans are. Just Google cameras and see what you can find, but it must be a good quality one. And make sure you don't just see a good camera and click buy. Make sure you watch YouTube videos on it, watch the good and bad things about the camera so you are prepared. Now in this same point, kind of linked together with camera, is lighting. Now ring light is the best in my opinion. That's what I use. I don't use any other softboxes, but I did want to make the point that ring lights and softboxes and umbrella lights, all of these are not necessary to start a YouTube channel. You could just take the daylight, the sunlight, the natural daylight that is outside and film. Point number 2. Learn how to edit. And this may not seem like a major big deal, like, oh, I can do the first couple of videos without editing. Trust me, it matters. We're human, we all make mistakes, we all say the wrong words, we all lose our train of thought, mistakes happen. And if you leave all of those mistakes in your video, the viewer will get bored and most likely click off. So you wanna make sure that there's no awkward silences, you wanna make sure that there's no mistakes. Now, obviously 1 or 2 funny mistakes can be included, but where you're tripping up on your words constantly through a 20-minute video, people get annoyed. So you want to make sure that you learn how to edit. It doesn't have to be fancy words swiping across the screen. It doesn't need to be pop-ups every 2 seconds. It just needs to be cut and paste, so your video is not all over the place and you don't know what you're saying and you're making mistakes. You want to make sure the video is nice and clean, easy to follow, and editing is the only way to get that. Now, of course, to edit, you're going to need an editing software. I myself use Final Cut Pro, but this may not be an affordable option for you, so definitely Google is your best friend. Make sure you're researching what other people are using, what is best for beginners to use. There may even be apps. I've heard people say they can use app to edit their videos. Some people use their phone, some people use laptop. There are different methods to edit a video. Number 3, personality. Now, I know this may seem like, oh, of course, everybody has personality, but trust me, there are some dry crackers out in the world. Now, when I say cracker, I mean like the food cracker, not the other offensive term. I mean like food cracker, dry cracker without cheese, you know, it's dry. Anyway, so there are some dry crackers out in the world and you will see them in a video and it would be the most awkward video of life. You need to be relatable. You need to be at least, I'm not saying be like, hey everyone, so now we're gonna do this and now we're gonna do that. We're so happy all the time. You don't have to be on 100 all the time, you know, you can just be yourself. I'm myself on YouTube, but I punch in a little couple jokes here or there because I think I'm quite a little funny girl. But your content and ideas may be amazing. You may have come up with the most original, banging idea. But if you cannot relate that idea to your followers or subscribers in an entertaining way, trust me, they will X off it in 2.5 seconds. Because if you're not giving entertainment, people really don't care. Even me, myself, I'm guilty. If I'm bored after 2 minutes of your video, it's an X. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it fun, you're keeping it fresh, you're keeping it edited, you're keeping it boom, 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 okay? Yeah, sometimes people like to listen to rants, especially if it's something you're passionate about. It can be very entertaining. But if you're talking about how you've had the worst day on earth and then the next video you upload, I'm so depressed, and the next video after that is I'm just so sad. You know, people don't want to see these things every day. We come on YouTube, me as a viewer as well, I come on YouTube to escape my own problems. Why would I want to hear about yours? So make sure you're keeping your personality. I know there's a lot of controversy about being happy on YouTube and people faking being happy, but then in the same breath, if you was to come on YouTube and be sad every single video, no one would subscribe to you and no one would view your videos after about a week, because they would get so tired of it being down, 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 boring, 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 sad, sad, sad. So you can have your moments of sadness. Everybody gets sad. You can rant, you can rave, but don't make it every day. Make sure your content is happy and people want to come to see you and see your content. I'm not saying fake happiness. If you're not feeling happy that day, then do not film. There's no pressure to film that day. You can film the next day when maybe you're on the right side of the bed, you know? In the same point of personality, you want to make sure that you're smiling in your videos. You want to make sure you're polite, because this is someone's first time meeting you practically. If this is the first video they're clicking on and it's yours, you want to make sure that you're making a good first impression. I make my videos as if this is the first time someone's going to see me. I want to make a good impression. I want to make sure they're knowing the real me in that video. I want to make sure that they like me in that video. Number 4 is knowledge. Now, you need to know what the hell you're talking about. Do you know how many videos I've watched and someone, like makeup videos, I talk from a makeup perspective because I do makeup, but how many videos I've watched and someone will say something that is completely wrong, like completely, as if, oh, I bake my under eyes because it gives me oil, like something like that. They didn't say that, but something crazy like that, and you're looking at them like, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't say it at all, because this is YouTube. It stays here forever. You never want to give someone the wrong information, because you never know what they're going to do with that information. If you go tell someone to do this to their skin and they go ahead and do this to their skin, but you personally have no idea what you're talking about, they go do that and burn off half of their skin, you are now responsible for that person's face because you opened your mouth and said something that you weren't sure about. If you're doing travel vlogs, know about the place that you're going to. I've seen so many travel vlogs. They'll be walking around and they'll be like, so that's the something or other, and then yeah, over here we're gonna go do this thingamajig. Like, no, I want to know what you're doing, so if I ever go there, I know what I want to do, or if I want to do that, I can go do it because I know what it's called. Like, just be knowledgeable about what you're doing. Don't talk if you don't know what you're saying. It really gets on my nerves. And number 5, the most important tip of them all: thick skin and determination. Now, I've had my channel for about 3-4 years now. Granted, I wasn't consistent. I only began consistency about 2015, end of 2015. I started getting a bit more consistent with my videos. I dedicated myself to doing at least 1 video a week, and then around 2016 I upped that to about 2 videos a week, and now I'm doing like 3 videos a week, sometimes 4. So you need to make sure you are determined. If YouTube is what you want to do, no matter what time of day you've got to film, you will make time to do it. People see other YouTubers fly into 100,000, 200,000, 1 million subscribers, and they think, oh, this is an easy way to make money. YouTube is an easy way to make money. Trust me, I've been doing YouTube for 3-4 years now, consistently for about 1.5 years now, and I'm nearly hitting 18,000 subscribers, and this is dedication, hard work, 2 to 3 videos a week, dedication. Yeah, so it's not as easy as wake up, film 1 video and you're at 100k. Don't be deterred by anything, be determined. If you've only hit 50 subscribers and you've been doing YouTube for 6 months, don't stop. If this is what you want to do, do it. Some may excel faster than you. Some may start their channel, you know, five months after you and reach 1 million, you know, but that is not your journey. That is not your path. You need to stay in your lane and focus on what you are doing. Focus on what God is doing in your life rather than what God is doing in their life. I know it's hard. I am guilty of this, and I'm talking to myself practically when I'm saying this. Do not compare yourself to others. It steals motivation from you, and it steals the pride you have in what you have accomplished. So for example, me, I'm nearly on 18,000 subscribers on YouTube. To me, this is mind-blowing numbers, because I remember when I hit 1,000, I remember that joy in my heart, and I try to keep that as a memory so that I don't ever be ungrateful for how many I have now, but there's always times where you'll be scrolling through Instagram and be like, she has 50k, how does she have 50k when we started at the same time? But honestly, that's her journey, this is your journey. If you're gonna take 6 years to hit 10k, that's what's gonna happen, because this is what God has ordained for your life. So make sure that you're not comparing yourself to anybody else, because it will steal your determination and your motivation. Now, tying into determination, make sure you're not getting lost in the numbers. And when I say this, I mean do not get lost in the numbers. You may look at someone's channel and see they have 50k, look at your channel and see you have 10k and be like, oh, I'm a small channel, I've practically got no subscribers. Don't do that. Don't get lost in the numbers. Do you know why? Because those are 10,000 people. Imagine 10,000 people in a park. That is a hell of a lot of people. That is 10,000 people that have taken their time to subscribe to your channel. They believe in you and your content, you understand? So just because someone has 1 million, just because someone has 100,000, it does not devalue your 10,000 that you have accomplished. These people are rooting for you. These are actual people. 10,000. I think people get so caught up in like, oh yeah, I want to hit 50k, oh yeah, I want to hit 100k, because the k cuts out all the zeros. People forget how much that actually is. So whenever you're feeling demotivated or you don't feel like filming, just think in your head those numbers. Even if it's 2,000, even if it's 1,000, even if it's 500, picture every single one of them in a park listening to you speak. That is how much people you have influence or your video can reach. That is a lot of people. 2,000 people in a park listening to your voice. Just imagine that and tell me that won't get you out of bed. So thick skin. Everybody knows YouTubers get hate. Everybody knows YouTube has trolls. Instagram has trolls. Facebook has trolls. Everywhere has trolls. Haters are gonna hate. It is what it is. Not every single negative comment deserves your attention and reply. Some people just hate, and they hate the fact that you're doing you're doing amazing, you're doing great things, you're trying to influence people, you're trying to be a good influence on people's lives, you're trying to be a role model, you're trying to do something good with your life, and along they come, typing away stupidness. So do you know what you need to do? Ignore them. You know why? Because you don't want to give them any of your time. They're not giving you any money. They're not giving you anything at all. They're not paying your rent. They're not paying your bills. They don't need attention. I know I struggle with this myself. It's so hard not to reply, because you think, but I could just clap back in 2.5 seconds and have this person crying. But what do you gain from that? What do you gain apart from a little personal satisfaction? You gain practically nothing. So that is it. These are my 5 tips, and I hope with these 5 tips you can go ahead and start your YouTube channel, and I will see you at the top. So if you like this video, girlies, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.